Hello, hello. How you guys doing? Welcome in. All right. Good either Monday, or good either Sunday or Monday for you, depending on where you are in the world. What's up, Coel? What's up, Midnight Crow? Hey, Marie. Hey, LPS. What's up, Tanya? Good to see you. I'm doing great. Thank you for asking, Amy. Illinois. What's up, Sheena? What's up, Ghoul? Hey, Soul. Hey, Barbara. Hey, Christine. Hey, Britt. Today we're going to be using, I forgot to show you, we're going to be using the Horror Tarot. First time I've used it today was, or the first time I used it is, the first time I used this deck this year was earlier today. So this is the second live we're using it. And then of course, we're going to use our Handy Dandy Boxers Oracle. Let's go ahead and state the breakdown on how to receive a live reading with yours truly. All right, there's three options. The first option is the free reading. There are chunks throughout the throughout my entire life. I will designate chunks of time to only perform free readings, and then there's other chunks of time where I do only the super chatters. During those chunks of time I've designated for free readings, I need you to comment a yes/no question, your name, and your zodiac. Okay, you have to do all three to be eligible, and they are randomized. It's who my eyes align to and has followed those instructions. The second option is being a super chatter. Super chatters receive guaranteed readings. So frees are randomized, guaranteed are for the super chatters. There is a grid breakdown I've made in the description of this live that shows the energy exchange for the amount you choose to send me, and I will promise a certain amount of minutes, cards, time, etc. put into your spread. If you're interested in super chatting, it starts at $1 and goes all the way up from there. Again, just look at the description of this live. There will be the breakdown for that. And lastly, but definitely not leastly, is the membership team. If you are a member, you are allowed to ask for yes, no's, generals, but on top of that, you get prioritized readings. You're allowed to ask more than one question every single live stream. You're eligible for my guided gift giveaways all throughout the year. And, members exclusive, you'll also have members exclusive posts and videos off of the live as well. My members receive about at a minimum 5 to 6 extra videos every single month. And that's what I got for you. If you would like to become a member, there should be a join button or a subscribe plus button next to my username on your screen. And yesterday, I only left off with one person, or 2 days ago, I only left off with one person, which was Jamie Baker. They became a member on live, so I'm going to give them a law of attraction pull for that. Alrighty, so let's do this. Jamie Baker, what is your current law of attraction? What is your current law of attraction, my friend? All right, so you're feeling everything in the 3D world is showing you everything's going right. Things are upgrading, but your nervous system, your fear inside is trying to brace and be ready for something bad to happen. There's not. Okay? This is fear of change. You are a person where, having your schedule, having things a certain way brings you a deep amount of comfort. It's a really good thing for you. And your schedule, it's not that it's completely changing, but there are aspects that have been foundation for a while that are transforming into something else. And this is that uncomfortable time where you're getting used to the new mindsets, the new people. You could, even for you specifically, I'm seeing that you maybe recently came to a new job, or maybe moved somewhere new, maybe the same job but in a different building, the same job but they moved you somewhere else. It's an interesting feeling. What they're wanting you to know right now, though, okay, so you could be contemplating going ahead and taking this opportunity, and the only thing that's stopping you is the fear of it not going correct. Okay, this is your sign that the opportunities you're attracting your way, they're here right now for a reason. You are ready. So Spirit says you need to stop trying to brace for something that's not going to happen. It's causing you unnecessary stress, and it's hindering your ability to trust your intuition. So your law of attraction just showed me you are high vibrational, but the only thing that could be holding you back is projection of what if for things that actually would never even happen. All right. Now, we are going to do 30 minutes of free people. During that 30 minutes, we are going to create this group of super chatters. There will only be one group of super chatters tonight, guys. So if you're wanting to get your question 100% guaranteed answered by the end of this stream, you're going to need to put yourself on the super chatter list. You have 30 minutes, okay? So I'm going to round right now to 20 p.m. So, perfect. Okay, right there. So at 11:50 p.m., that is going to be where the cutoff is for super chatters. Anybody after 11:50 p.m. Eastern time, that super chats are going to be the first answer on my next live stream. All right, perfect. Free readings are resuming right now. Please comment your name, your zodiac, and a yes/no question. Sabrina, you're a Scorpio. You like to know, is your person coming back anytime soon into your life? Gotcha. Sabrina, Scorpio. Is your person coming back into your life anytime soon? The person on their mind right now. So this person is definitely dealing with a lot on their plate. I don't see them currently being able to bring a fast offer, but there is an offer that's on the way. You know, you are in this person's mind. They think about, they wish things would be different right now. But if you're meant to be later on, when they do have something they can bring to the table, once they've been able to find themselves again, if you're meant to be, you'll be. If you're with somebody else, they'll understand. But I mean, this is a person that is in the mindset of, let me get to know myself. Because if there's anybody I would actually want to be in a serious relationship or a commitment with, you would be that person. You're not somebody I can just mess around or fool with. I can't hurt you like that. I can't break your heart. So I'd rather rip the Band-Aid off now than go down this whole rabbit hole with you, is what I'm sensing this person has decided to do. But I do see slow and steady wins the race. You know, there is definitely more to this connection. I do see this person will come back into your life, but it's not going to be like anytime soon. It's really, really hot in here. What's my fan on? It's like on medium. One second. Let me try to raise my fan. Brittany, you're an Aries. Thank you for being a member. Members receive prioritized readings. If you guys would like to become a member, you should be able to see a join or a subscribe plus button next to my username or on my profile bio. Brittany, you're an Aries. Why is Jesse so strongly in your energy again? All right, why is Brittany receiving his energy? Well, this is a man who's thinking about how he got in the way of his own fruition. This is somebody where he was like, I was blessed to have this person in my life. You know, they have been checking up on you. I see that you've really let this connection go. You still feel something there, the chemistry, but you also know that the right time will only be able to come to you. And I see that there may be somebody else in your life as well. There may be somebody else in your life as well, because your energy seems busy with somebody else, and you're like, oh, this is interesting. Why is Jesse coming around? His energy, his name, all these signs, while I've actually started really to progress with something with somebody else. Okay, his energy feels that cutoff. There's a difference between breaking up in the 3D versus the actual tear or the snap of the string, of the soul tie connection, etc. You know, this is a person, Jesse and you, there ain't no doubt about it. There's a karmic connection here. You guys reincarnate in every lifetime and you help each other with reflection. Okay, I do see spirits showing that the reason you're seeing these strong signs is because he is dipping his fingers, he's dipping his toes, he's checking up on you on social media, he's thinking about you a lot, and I see him riding off of a moment of impulse to reach out to you. Alrighty. If you guys would like a guaranteed reading, that is for super chatters only. If you like the super chat, there should be it's like an icon that looks like a little money, like a little dollar sign. You click on that, that's how you have the ability to super chat. And if you would like to get on the super chatter list, you have about 25 minutes left to get on the list. Lydia Lorenzi, you're a Libra, and you want to know, are you about to win a prize in November? You wrote a book about cancer. Oh, that's very beautiful. Do you see this person winning a prize? Okay, so what I'm hearing is this is very far from the first book you've ever written. There were some creative ideas that you feel like there may have been some influence in your book where you felt pressure to write things a certain way or leave things out that were really important to you. Okay, I do see you're going to get recognition for this book, but something's telling me, you know, it's not about like that you want to rewrite it or anything, but there's something else. There's another book where you're going to be actually very known for. It's more than receiving just not like whatever this prize is just a prize, but what I'm channeling for whatever your next book is going to be about, that's going to be the game changer. That's going to be the game changer for you. So, yes, I do see you're going to receive recognition based off of this book, but I see you almost instantly being like, okay, like acknowledge, give yourself time for the accomplishments you received, but you're almost instantly going to want to go into starting the other one if you haven't already. Oh, Spirit definitely says then my back started hurting when I was channeling that. So that's just one other little extra thing for you. You may be, if you're a writer, you may be hunched over all the time or etc. And you got to make sure that you're wearing a back brace or you got a chair that keeps you a 90-degree angle. That stuff, it matters deeply. All right. Next person. What's up, Barbara? Great to see you. Thank you for being a member. You're a Pisces. He reached out to you, just like I said. Hey, what's coming in the future for you two? Oh. What's coming in the future for you two? Okay. Right off the top. Inner paranoia. The card, I'm going to show you guys some. These cards, it's really freaking hard to actually like read here. Let's focus it. There we go. You see how hard it is to actually read the words? So you're going to see me with this card deck always going like this. But that's good. Okay. So we're making everything happen for a reason. So what's coming next is there's a deeply fateful commitment. You know, Spirit's saying you guys are going about this the right way. You're not going fast. You're really allowing this person to have time to miss you, but you're not falling into like a naive or chasing or running energy. You're not playing games, neither of you. The only thing that can get in the way of this connection is just inner paranoia, what ifs, projection. This is going great. I see full commitment. I see long-term full commitment for you too. Read your Sagittarius. Is the connection trying to return to your life safe and divinely guided? Okay, Clover. Clover. Is this connection safe and divinely guided back into your life? Okay. All right. I'm very, very glad that you asked this question. It took you a lot of courage. They're already telling me. No, this is not divinely guided. What I can tell you, or let me say it this way, and don't hold any fear, okay? There's no fear. There's no need for that. This is a lesson. This is something that's a guided experience, but it's not divinely guided. In case it can be hard at times to kind of defer what the difference of that is. We have guided experiences, things we have to go through, but divinely guided connections or things that are going to bring you fruition, etc. That's what we consider divinely guided. But Spirit guides this person into your life for lessons. Okay, this person's always going to, what I'm hearing is it's always going to be like a stabbing in the heart feeling. They come, they beg. Once they receive, they go. They like the game no matter how bad they don't want to admit it. All right, so this is being guided back into your life for closure. This is not being divinely guided, orchestrated for something bigger to go in the next step. This is a closure. This is a finish, a cutoff. And you are safe. So don't worry about this person's energy like attaching to you. If you don't allow yourself, if you get my drift, to cross certain boundaries and allow them to receive your energy again, then you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Don't let them into your spiritual home. So it's a guided experience to end a karmic lesson, but this is not a divinely guided connection, okay? You guys got a little less than 20 minutes if you'd like to be added to the super chatter list where you're 100% guaranteed your question answered tonight. You guys got about 20 minutes to get on the list. Thank you. All right. Remember, guys, for the yes, no's, you got to comment your zodiac and name as well. Buffy, you're an Aries. Will you Be in a committed relationship with the person on your mind. Are you going to be in a committed relationship with the person on your mind? Whoa. Yeah, I see balance. I see structure. You pull the levers. That's very unique. In my readings, I rarely pull the levers. So spirits designate that a card for me. Like when I receive that card, this is a divinely guided union. I can tell you in my readings, they only present the levers to me a couple of times a month. You're the first person I've done a reading for with this card deck that I've pulled the levers with this year. You know, there is definitely more to this connection. Spirit does show commitment. Now but they want you to be very patient with yourself. You know, there is a lot of sexual chemistry with this person. So you're both going to be tempted to take things really fast, but that's not the best thing to do. Okay? I'm not saying don't have fun, but balance. Notice when the relationship or the dynamic is shifting to being more focused on sexual intercourse, etc., versus each other, like getting to know and see if your relationship would be able to hold a bond no matter if that interaction was happening or not. So there is something more here. There is definitely the potential for a committed relationship. All right. All right, Kimberly, you're a Virgo. Does the new person love and care for you? Does this new person love and care for you? Does this new person love and care for you? Okay. You fought a lot of deceit. I'm seeing that this is deeply insecurity. Trust issues, very understandable for the things you've been through, but you've taken out the weed. You've taken out the root that was decaying and making everything else sick. You've rid yourself of those parasitic energies. This is about the new beginning. I've received the lovers for you as well. It was sideways, which this is explaining to me that both you and this person love and care about each other, okay? And you both battle the same insecurities, but handle in different ways. I hear you are probably a person, you know, it's either people fight, they flight, or they freeze. You're a person I feel that has like freeze when it comes to trauma, and the other individual is a fighter. And that doesn't mean with their hands. They could be with their words. I mean, the tongue is actually the sharpest weapon we have. Okay? It could be with, even what I'm hearing is detachment, like taking away their presence, going from being all there to nothing, and that hot and cold shift, it really can mess with other people connected to them. But that was their form of protecting themselves from not getting hurt. Okay, but both of you want to actively work through these things together. I do see this person loves you. I do see this person's being genuine to you. Okay? So, again, remember balance, but if you need recognition, like if you need to ask something, just to hear them say yes, even if you already know the answer. Like let's say you have dealt with a relationship in the past that was highly not committed. You are constantly feeling like you have to look over your back and pay attention to the small details to make sure that you're not being lied to. You know, your body, everything about you for so long became hyper vigilant, looking, having to, or else something would always come back that you're like, I should have seen it clear as day. So now this thing that was a survival tactic for you, that was very necessary back then, that's no longer necessary, can be actually the thing that hindered you, the thing that helped you and protected you. Now, if it's not released or if it's not balanced, can be the thing that hinders you. Absolutely, this is a real genuine connection. If you need to ask time to time, hey, I just want to make sure you still feel the same way, right, about me, there's nothing wrong with that, but make a balance. Some people will go hyper overdrive, asking for verification from their partner, and everybody's different. Everybody needs a different form of love and affection. So we're not like saying it's wrong if you're somebody that needs quite a bit more of verification that this person's in love with you, or reassurance, but don't let it become something that is such a driving factor, and you're always looking around the corner. You're always trying to see if this person slips up with something, because I hear that no matter if you did this or not, they would show you there is no slip up. There is no slip up. And this connection is something that's meant to bring you peace, and somebody you're meant to be able to go through really hard times with. Not each other. Being able to handle the pain of being a human, the human existence together. This is a very good person. They absolutely do have pure intentions. I do see they really love you. All right, you guys got about 10 minutes. Last call, 10 minutes to get put on the super chatters list, to be guaranteed your answer. To be guaranteed that your question is answered tonight. 10 more minutes. All right. Roboda, what's up? Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a member. If you guys would like to become a member, you should be able to look next to my name on your screen or on my profile. It'll say the word join, or it will say subscribe plus. That will pull up the 3 options I have on being a member. But you do receive benefits both on and off of my lives. Roberta, you're a Virgo. Is Spirit reserving something interesting for you? Is Spirit showing something interesting for you? Oh, absolutely. There's a masculine. There's a masculine force. Somebody told you there's plenty of fish in the sea, and you said, yeah, but I don't want just any fish. You know, somebody wants to, okay, somebody absolutely is going to bring you an offer. This is a person that's very assured in what they want, not only just in love, but like in life in general. They make a decision, they stick to it. They're a person of their word. They honor knowing the one thing in the world that nobody can buy, nobody can take from you except yourself, is your word. This is a person that is highly organized. Like, something about them that's very, very specific is almost like an OCD level of how they operate their life. I mean, they're very successful. They're very, very successful, but you can see how precise everything has to be for them. And that can be a little intimidating at first, but they want you to know, like Spirit, Guidance wants you to know, they don't expect all of this stuff from people outside of themselves. Now, they know they will only be with somebody that definitely has things going for them as well. But the level the expectations they have of themselves, they're not one of those people that views it like, oh, I expect all of this, the world needs to be this way, so you need to meet my criteria or you're not enough or you're doing something wrong. That's not this type of energy at all. This is a person that's very like accepting of just who others are. It's like, just be a good person, have your own goals, go for your own dreams, and that's who I vibe with. But this person, he's like, when it comes to myself, oh no, I expect above and beyond. And you actually are going to help bring balance to this person. You're going to help them woosah, relax. You know, it's an opposites attract vibe here. You're definitely a very responsible person as well and have a lot going for you, but there's the characteristics about each other. There's definitely like is it called I'm not saying this person's gonna be like in this category, but you know the vibe of the black cat and the golden retriever? It's like the yin yang. Your guys' styles are very different than each other. But this person, their energy is definitely, it's not like a golden retriever. They're very, very assured. They're very proper. The way they look like they just dress very elegant, like business attire a lot. So very interesting. This person is going to bring a great balance, and you're going to be like one of the only people in the world. You're going to hear it. They're going to be like, you're like one of the only people in the world I've ever just been able to let my guard down with. Yeah, that's dope. One second, guys. Honored to help you. Remember, guys, yes, no questions, zodiac, and your name. If you have your name if your name is in your username, then you don't have to put it in the chat unless you want to. But if you don't have your username as your actual name, I prefer you guys put your name in the chat. Chanel. Oh no, zodiac. Go ahead and comment your same question again, but make sure you put your zodiac in there. All right. LPS. Your name is Stephanie. You're a Gemini. All right, and the guy that keeps popping back into your life, is it meant to be between you? Let's see. I mean, there's definitely more here. There's absolutely more here. There's definitely going to be like a third party dynamic though. Like it feels like there could be not like a friction that makes something impossible, but like realistic road bumps are going to go through right at the beginning of being together. You both have other people in your life that will be the road bumps. Maybe there's an ex, maybe there's something to do with just your friends clashing with this person before, like, because it feels like there's kind of a past here. You know, this person definitely has a big purpose in your life. Your story is far from over. You are going to be going through... It's nothing bad. I'm just trying to find the right way to word this from what I'm seeing. A lot of secrets being unveiled. Seeing each other eye to eye. Being divinely guided, protected. Okay, so you guys are going to be talking... There's like a lot of secrets that are going to be revealed soon to each other. These secrets they're not things that are going to like hurt you. Okay? It's like explanations for why I've came in and out. And like something, the energy that feels very understandable. It doesn't feel like bullshit. Now, the time's over, and you continue forward together. You know, there's certain parts, there's certain There's certain parts like of separation that you guys have gone through that boat, and you don't need to again. Always respect the balance of needing your alone time and spending time together, but this looks like barriers have been broken. Oh, is that? Well, this is for somebody. This is a sign for somebody. This is a little koala bear from Australia. So if you're here and you live in Australia, you're resonating with this part of the reading, I would definitely say that this is your reading, or the koala bears. If koala bears are something that really resonates with you, this is definitely your reading. I mean, you guys saw that. It fell down. Put it right there, little buddy. All right. All right, 2 minutes, last call, 2 minutes. If you want to be put on the super chatter list, where your question is 100% answered on this live stream, you have only 2 minutes left. Anybody after that, your question will, anybody after that who sends a super chat will be answered first on my next live stream. So you can send it for another 2 minutes, guaranteed. Anytime after will be the next stream first answered. All right. Scorpio 1180. You would like to know, you're a Scorpion, or Scorpio. You would like to know, is Robert starting to think of the possibility of a relationship between you two? He's a Gemini. Okay. Is he thinking now that maybe there's a possibility for you two to have a relationship? Is he thinking about having a relationship with you? Straightforward action, in a bad situation, having some temperance thoughts. So, it's definitely dabbled in their head. It's definitely dabbled in their head, but to be quite frank, the way I see them teeter-tottering right now is the way where they say it's not really, it's not worth the leap of faith. Not that you're not worth it, okay? But this person's just, it's like we both have gone so far in our life. They're afraid, well, afraid is not even the right word. They're cautious. They're cautious about not cycle repeating with anything in their life. They've received guidance and signs about you. You know, they've battled in their head if you are part of that next cycle, or if you're something that stays in the past. You know, if you want this, you may have to kind of put yourself out there a bit. I'm not saying, you know, put your heart out there and tell all of your feelings or whatever, but you know, there may need to be a nudge. However that looks for you, if that's hello, if that's asking to get coffee, whatever it is for you. I see that this person feels that if you are meant to be, if there's something more for the reason why they've been thinking about you and etc., then you'll reach out to them. And if you don't, then that's their answer. Okay, so the choice is yours. I'm not saying this is your one and only, but I mean, it's a pretty important person in your life. There's an unfinished story. Alrighty, so we are now officially cutting off the super chatters. Let's go ahead and create our first group. Alright. Switch to this. Pull this up. Drink as well. All right. All right, number 1 is Christy. If you have super chatted, please listen out for the number associated with your name. Number 2 Midnight Crow. Got you. All right. Number 3 will be Phoenix. Got you. All right. Alma, you're number 4. Number 5 is Shannon. Got you. Number 6 is Christina. All right. Number 7 is Misty Lee. Number 8, that is Savon. All right. Number 9 is Kendra. Number 10 is 𝗪𝗦𝗦𝗘𝗧. Number 11 is Danielle. All right, that is the guaranteed people for today's live stream. Anybody now that super chats after this moment will be first answered on my next live stream. So you're still more than welcome to super chat. You'll just be the first answered on my next live stream. Perfect. Perfect. Alrighty. Now, we're going to go ahead and start with number 1. I will go ahead and say the number associated to the names one more time, so please listen. Number 1 is Christy. Number 2 is Midnight Crow. Number 3 is Phoenix. Number 4 is Alma. Number 5 is Shannon. Number 6 is Christine. Number 7 is Misty Lee. Number 8 is Savon. Number 9 is Kendra. Number 10 is 𝗪𝗦𝗦𝗘𝗧. And lastly, but definitely not leastly, is number 11, Danielle. Let's do this. All right, Christy, you would like a general love reading, and you are a Taurus. I got you. What does Christy need to know more than anything else as we speak? What does Christy need to know right now more than anything else as we speak? You're feeling like you're ready to take on another task. Like you've been looking for another form of like education or just something. It feels like where you would do an investment to receive a degree, a certificate, some form of knowledge that makes you much more not even just prepared, but like makes you eligible for. It's interesting. Okay, so whatever form of skills that you are looking for, it doesn't look like it comes from just a normal like textbook or sitting area type of vibe, like a classroom. Okay, there is something you've been wanting to do in flying. I'm just seeing flying everywhere. Like I'm seeing planes, birds. I'm just seeing aspects of flying around. So maybe you have been wanting to go overseas to learn a new language or etc. out of a classroom setting. Or this could even be you're somebody that's like, oh yo, I kind of want to like do a new hobby. I want to be a pilot, etc. It's a skill that you absolutely have to have some form of mentorship to do. Okay, you have decided that you already, like, you have the ability, you're in a spot to take on that next step, something in life that makes it's more than just exciting. It really adds another layer to yourself. It opens you up to another layer of yourself. You know, so this is your sign that yes. And I know you asked for a general love reading, but I mean, to be quite frank, my friend, what I see is it's more important that this has to be involved with your love life. You allow yourself to break these barriers. You go ahead and travel abroad, or you go ahead and try to get like a certified trainer to, because now what I'm seeing right now is like rock climbing and hiring like a personal, I don't know, an instructor. That's the word I'm looking for. Like the energy of whoever your divine union is aligned with involves you taking calculated risks. And it feels like somebody who would end up being like an instructor that you get paired with for something it's really adrenaline rushing. So it has to be something like skydiving, like rock climbing, like a mountain, a vibe of like even like it's just outdoors. There's an absolute sense of outdoors with this person. Physical activity, having to take calculated risks, energetically and financially investing back into yourself by doing this. You're supposed to make those calculated risks right now. You're not supposed to wait till 2026 to make this move. Spirit says you know what to do. All right. This right here. All right, Midnight Crow. Midnight Crow. Your current love and soulmate description. Okay. You wanted to know a description of who your soulmate is? Okay. I can definitely go ahead and, because they're supposed to be more yes/no related. I'm hearing that I can give you a just physical description of them. It's one or the other. They're saying you can't do both on a live reading. They're the ones that decide. So I can either give you the physical description or the internal, like the purpose behind you too, and etc. And it seems like for you, what you're really caring about right now more is physical appearance. So we're gonna do that. All right. What is this person's features? There's somebody that I definitely see they have black hair. They're a person that has a pretty athletic type of body. I wouldn't say that there's somebody that's like, like super chiseled or anything like that, but you can tell the person can hold themselves. You can tell the person they care about their body, their health, but still also lets themselves live. Okay? This individual, another thing about them that you will be really attracted to regarding their outwards, they're very fast-moving individual, very assured. They make a decision, they stick to it. Sometimes they don't even know what they're about to say. That's what I'm hearing. It's like the stuff that comes out of their mouth, it's just like, sometimes it's like, do you even know what you're about to say? Because sometimes it could be the most funniest, or even the most out-of-pocket, or the most like genius, or even sometimes the most like, what the fuck are you saying thing. It's never one thing with this person, and it keeps you on your toes, but like in the best way. Okay, this is a person that won't pass your boundaries. They'll be very aware of like they will make it very apparent and aware to you that they want to know what your boundaries are, and actively just, it's funny, it sounds like what I'm about to say should not sound like the greatest thing in the world. This should be obvious of a thing for people to do, but people are growing more and more every day. This person will show you they respect your boundaries by not trying to cross them. And you guys, you can feel this within me, because that should just be how things are. But unfortunately, a lot of times in this world, people will know your boundaries and still try to test them. So this is person, they definitely have more like darker features to themselves. I would say that they're probably like around 5'8" from what I'm seeing. They like basketball. They love basketball, and they have they go back and forth from, like, they're the type of person that will like completely go to like a fade, from like long hair to cutting completely to a fade, and then letting it grow all the way back again, and like they go, that's the process of how they grow their hair. All right, that's what I got for you. All right, Phoenix. Phoenix, your name's Valerie. Today's your birthday. Well, happy birthday to you. And you would like a general. I got you. And you're a Libra. What do I have for you? Wow. So you have somebody that has your back. Okay? You have been needing some encouragement that you're making the right decisions, that you're trusting and you're investing into the right people. And also, this is a gift for people. Okay, I see you're the leader. This is how people view you. That's what this reading is. Okay, you're the person that, the coach, the mentor, the teacher, the boss, that when things are going south, people first look to you. Okay, and that means, yes, in like the figurative way, but also literal. When somebody feels uncomfortable in a situation, or fear, or anything that makes them have like a nervous vibration, it's human nature to instantly look at the person in the room that makes you the most comfortable. That's just like, it's like it's a psyche thing. Like if you're in a big room with people and you see a speaker, okay, and for some reason you continuously see them gravitating to looking at you, more than just like the constant, like, wanting to like look at the whole audience. You can see that somebody like lingers a little bit longer. A lot of times, for some reason, your energy is comforting to them. They may not know you, you may not know them at all, but there's something about you and your lights that radiates, hey, I'm a safe space for you to focus your eyes at for a moment and regulate yourself and continue on with this. Okay, so people, no matter if you're actually their mentor, their teacher, their boss, etc., just people on that are in line at the store with you and need a reassurance of something, or etc., you the things you say and the words you do and the kindness you share does not go unnoticed. It's so embedded within you, you don't even realize you do it. Okay? You're a phenomenal human being. Happy birthday to you. Okay. Number four, we are on to Alma. You would like to know why you feel Carlos in your energy? Okay. So thank you for going ahead and super chatting, but you did super chat to the equivalent of a general poll in the future. If you would like a specific question answered, that is for the super chatters that do $10 and up. Now, super chatting starts at $1 and goes up from there, but anything that's from $1 to $10 or to $9.99 is general polls. The breakdown is in the description of this live. And everything I state about the membership, the free readings, the super chatters, everything I state to you guys in the beginning about it, it's all listed in the description of the live if you ever need to be refreshed, okay? So, I can see you're asking about love. I'll give you a love general energy pool. Love general energy pool. What do you need to know more than anything else as we speak about this connection? Well, Spirit's supporting that you hold resilience for each other. Okay? You're both entering a time where you feel like there's more that could grow together. You know, you haven't thought about them in a while. It's definitely kind of throwing you for a loop. What I see is Spirit supporting this connection to come back. You know, I see a return. I see that this person, they've been taking their time. They've been restoring their forces for more than just like love. I'm hearing like they've been switching up their routine. They've let go of some pretty unhealthy, toxic mindsets and habits. And you have as well been allowing yourself to learn your balance, give and take. You know, there's more to this connection. I do see Spirit not enforcing, okay, why do you want me to say it like that? Spirit's not enforcing, like, you have to do this. Okay. Part of you is like, you know what? If I would have heard this a couple months ago, I would be enthralled, ecstatic. But now, hearing it now, I'm kind of over it. They're like, you've actually kind of probably moved on to somebody else, or there's like an energy, there's some like blind that's been, I hear a curiosity about a new person in your life, or at least somebody that's been in your life that you never looked at that way. It's just kind of like out of nowhere, they've kind of resurfaced, okay? Whether I'm picturing this about to come in or if it's already here, Spirit says they're not enforcing this connection with this person. Carlos, just because he's in your energy, etc., does not mean that they're like saying, oh, that's your sign that this is unfinished. It's finally coming back around. He's going to be able to give you everything that he couldn't before. That's not what the signs equal. This person is thinking about you. This person is debating in their mind on making a form of a reach out or further expression. But it does feel like you're ready to proceed forward. This is not a make it or break it connection. This is not a divine union. I can definitely tell you that. So, not that it's something like karmic. It feels like a soulmate. It feels like a passenger along the journey, but not the passenger of your car. It's like, think about being in a bus. Think about people that kind of just manifest in front of us, and you can feel that they're a good soul. There's a reason. And there's a good connection, but it's just for a moment in time. You can't really totally explain why. And you're not even like focused on when it ends. You just know once it's shown, it will be shown. This is an individual that definitely has a lot going for them. And it doesn't matter what, I'm hearing your friends or individuals you've talked to about this person have been like, you need to jump on that. Like, why wouldn't you? They have a lot going for them, this and that. You're like, that, yeah, they have all these things going for them, but I don't care about that. This can be a good person, they can have a lot going for them. And just because y'all want to think a certain way or about them, you want to put this person on a pedestal, doesn't mean that that's actually the reality of what it is to be with them. Because nobody's perfect. And you don't know this person the way I do. Yeah, you definitely have a good soul connected to you, but it's just not your person, and there's nothing wrong with that. If they reach out, let your organic closure happen, or if you choose that this is a friend, that does sound like something that could be possible from the energy and the frequency I'm feeling between you two. But maybe it would take a little time. But Spirit's definitely letting you know that this connection, it's meant to grow in different pots. Okay. Shannon. Let's go ahead and give you a general pull. Shannon Lowe Gonzalez. What do you need to know more than anything else as we speak? All right, so you're wanting to know Spirit's telling you to have resilience with a connection. Is this real? Is it real this time? Is this person, are they being genuine? Are they Have they finally figured it out, closed that door, or is this a cycle repeat? Masculine's intentions, feminine's intentions. Okay, this person definitely has grown. I can see you're reasonable wanting to avoid harm, but there's nothing to bob and weave from. You know, this is a connection Spirit's promoting. There is something about, it's not necessarily, okay, so it's not this person who's saying, I've changed, I won't do that again. It's trauma from past loves. You have a new masculine, or somebody that it just seems like they check your boxes off, but also their energy press is hard. What do they mean by that? Their energy press is hard. They're an intense person. Just as much as they love, it seems like they're very passionate when they talk. And that, even though it's something I can tell you're attracted to, when it's gravitated all towards you, like you one-on-one in a conversation, it can come off as overwhelming. But at the same time, you love it about them. It's all this authenticity. They're so real that it's scary. When you find authentic people like this, it truly is scary until you have just time catch up with you. Time's not against or for you in these connections. It's just a simple factor, because time shows if this is a pattern or if somebody's putting on a mask, if there's a facade, or if this is truly who they are. Time is the only thing that shows that. This individual, Spirit is promoting in your timeline. They are promoting resilience. That this is an individual that will be resilient for you. This is a real connection. This is a person you've manifested. And Spirit's saying, Spirit's supporting and letting you know, like, hey, just like you manifested this person in, I'm not saying it would happen just with one decision, but you can, if you actively push off this connection when everything's showing you it's time to do at least some movement, you can manifest it out as well with your actions. But as we speak, this person, they see you as like eye on the prize, and not a prize as like a winning you over or that, like just the goal. Their goal is to be somebody truthful and there for you and authentic and real, a ride or die. The prize they see is the union. Beautiful. All right, number 6, Christine. Let's go ahead and give you a general pull. Christina, what do you need to know more than anything else as we speak? All right, so you're holding a lot of self-control. You are allowing yourself to balance your work and play. And I'm hearing that your sleep has improved. Your eating habits have improved, meaning you're actually getting nutrients. I'm hearing that before you were expecting yourself to get off of one meal a day, if that. You were considering things meals that were really just snacks. Because you're somebody who's overcame quite a few bumps in their life when it came to the relationship with food and their body. You have found this internal balance. It's not that like everything's perfect. But when you look in that mirror, and when I say everything's perfect, I'm not talking about like your body. I'm talking about we're all going to always have some form of an insecurity or thing we see about ourselves that nobody else does, right? But what I'm saying is, what you look in the mirror now, you may have those passing thoughts of time to time of, oh, I wish this looked a little different. But then you catch yourself and go, no, I don't wish anything about me being different. I love who's in the mirror. They're perfectly imperfect. This is the healthiest. This is the most grown, the most clear-minded I've ever been. This is the most I've ever taken care of myself. So that self-talk, the way you have progressed inwards completely changes your outer reality. You don't let people shake you. You don't let people take your energy. You know, Spirit wants you to know that this this inner teenager within you feels so safe, seen, protected. And it sounds like you're going to have a very happy October. Continuing. All right. Misty Lee. Misty Lee, what do you need to know about your life and relationship as you plan to buy a house and move in together? What do you need to know about your life and relationship as you plan a house together? Well, you guys have already faced the inner shadows about trusting each other. We can check that off the list. This is something that's staying. Okay, you guys are going to need to make sure you stay in your price range. What I am hearing is you may go and find a place and it's like checking off all the boxes and it's slightly out of your price range. Okay, and you're both like, oh, you know what? If we just work a little extra more, take more time, or do less spending, instead of buying something that we need to renovate, we could buy something that already has all the renovations in it, etc. Spirit says do not go past your budget. You will find everything you want and more in a house that's in your budget, but you're gonna have to be really, really patient. The time you're wanting to move feels like I'm not a realtor. I don't know anything about like the pricing of houses changing. I feel energy and I can see changes. It feels like whatever time frame you are choosing to buy a house is not a good time in the market. It's like one of the worst times in the market. It's high. There's no reason. You are going to find something about 2 months after. Right now, the time frame you guys are planning on wanting to have everything finished. If you're looking for a while, this is how it's going to happen. You're going to be looking for a while, and you're going to find a lot of houses you like, but you know they're not all clicking, and you're not at that point in your life where you're like, we're going to settle with a place ever like it has to really, really feel like home, because this could be the forever home. Mysterious. You're gonna hit a mysterious time. Yeah, you're gonna start feeling like, man, maybe the only way we're gonna find the place I really want is we need to just go up a little bit more in pricing. Spirit says go look at those houses. The act of going and looking at those listings and etc. actually is walking manifestation. You're visualizing the house, the aspects of it that you know are going to be in your home, but then you take that manifestation out of those walls. That's why they say dress for the job you want, not what you have. Or the energy of when we talk about manifestation is being already there, believing, seeing. Well, sometimes as humans, if we actually take ourselves to physical places, it helps with that more than just the visualization. Okay, you're gonna find the house that you guys desire, but it's gonna take a little bit longer than you like. You're gonna get an offer. You're gonna find a house where it's like, whoa, damn, this is the one. But it's gonna be a little bit over, and it's a test. Spirit, not a test where it's like pass or fail, but Spirit says it's not about working harder. It's about working smarter. You guys are entering this part to have a joyful part of your life, not feel stressed about bills. Okay? After you allow yourself to let this offer go, that's when the next exact house that you, like something comes on the market, you get a call, it's like, hey, this just came out of nowhere. Somebody dropped out of buying this house, of signing the deal, whatever. It's on the market right now. Don't know how long it's going to be. Come check it out. That's the vibe. That's the energy. So you just go from there. All right, Savon, you're a Libra and you're wanting to know, are you ready for the realization of the path that you've chosen? All right. Savon the Libra, are you right about the realization on the path you have chosen? So you know actively that this is a really long road. You know that you're entering a deep amount of shadow work. You're meant to help people channel their shadows. You're meant to help people. You're a healer, but not just that. There's like medicine. There's like I see medicine men, medicine women within your family. You're an energy healer, but specifically something about helping others with their inner demons, the shadow work, and riding through the gauntlet. And you have to go into a deep amount of your own shadow work again to go to that next step. Shadow work is never like one and done. They're all different levels of intensities. And throughout our life, Spirit will give us different forms of shadow work in ways where we won't go insane, where we can handle it. Just little bits at a time, they unlock us and balance it with other high vibrational things that are going on in our life. You are correct about what you are meant to do here. Now, it's about putting yourself in front of the face of fear. Looking at dead in the face and saying, you have no control over me. Your projections are lies. And not all our thoughts are our own. Okay? And I mean that in two different ways. Number one, a lot of times our thoughts can be actually just what things we've been told, we've heard, being being repeated to you, but in your voice. Or depending on your level of spiritual abilities, you could literally be reading other people's minds around you. It doesn't feel, it's not like Twilight. Okay, you know the scene where Edward's like in the restaurant or whatever, and he's like, oh, that guy's thinking about cats, that guy's thinking about money, that guy's thinking about sex, whatever that scene. It's not like that. It's an inner, it's like it feels like it's you, but their thoughts, their things, their even expressions are the way you're talking. It's nothing like you. You're like, where the fuck is this coming from? I don't act like this. I don't think like this. You are a person that literally is an energy. Like, you will, no matter when you go out, this will always happen. And you're the type of person that has to have a lot of spiritual barriers, protection on you. So that's totems. That can be protection symbols tattooed if you're a person that likes tattoos. Of course, if you're not, don't commit something to your skin. There's plenty of other ways. You can charge jewelry to have certain reasons for protection. Clothing, decals on your cars, decals on your windows. There's so many different things you should go down looking into. But you're doing phenomenal, okay? And I know how hard that shadow work is. But you take it day by day. I can assure you it does get easier. Okay. Number 9, Kendra. Number 9, Kendra. What do I have for you? All right, so there has been some harsh words said between you and a person that absolutely, it's like, we need to meet each other halfway. There's somebody that wants to be your friend or come back and apologize and say, look, we got off on the wrong page, or the last time I saw you, I wasn't in the best mindset. I was going through this, whatever. And I'd like to sit down and really talk or understand or explain myself to you. And Spirit says, in this situation, you could have jumped to conclusions as well, because we're not perfect individuals. You both went A to Z on each other. Spirit's going to be presenting an opportunity of closure with this situation. I'm feeling with you specifically, you're in the collective where you meet in the middle and you could actually gain a new friend from this. Somebody where a lot of times, like, it's funny, a lot of times the best friends, the best people in your life, When you first meet them, you could have confrontation with them for no apparent reason. It's because something within your souls remember each other. They remember the lives, the trials and tribulations that you've been through. Because we have reincarnation with more than just a romantic person. We have reincarnation with many, many souls. Platonic, familial, even nature, animals. So much. It's more than love that we reincarnate with energies. Those heavy-hitting words, this energy is a person that would be like, it feels like you would be like brother, sister. Or sister, sister, brother, brother, etc. But this is a divinely guided connection. That doesn't mean romantically. It means you both have something to share with each other. To open up both of your eyes to another point of view and meet each other halfway. Meet each other in the middle. All right. Number 10, 𝗪𝗦𝗡𝗙. Number 10, 𝗪𝗦𝗡𝗙. What do you need to know more than anything else as we speak? What do you need to know more than anything else as we speak? You're wondering if it's time to give up on something. If it's time to throw in the towel. There is no better card I could have asked for in this oracle deck to say yes to that. Gloves off, no loose ends, times of closure, business settled. And you're like, man, I just need to drop my cargo and go forward. I'm carrying two people's bags. I'm carrying two people's bags, but I only have the weight for my own. And this person, they're not going to help me. They're not going to meet me halfway. No matter how much there's a spiritual connection between us, the humans don't align. Spirit's telling you that you're going to enter a phase where it feels, there's a little wave of, just trying to find the right way to put it. I feel you going through like a little wave of depression, but we don't want to focus on it. It's a little wave. This isn't a tsunami. Because even though what I'm feeling is you two never got completely together, the emotions and everything involved was like a relationship. So you're gonna process a relationship loss. You're gonna feel that motivation for love again, but you need to take some time to yourself. Okay? Spirit is calling for you to drop the bag that's not yours and continue forward on this journey. At your destination will be your divine with their own bag. And in fact, your divine will want to take your bag because you're the feminine, they're the masculine. This is a masculine who sees it as an honor to carry your bag. Okay? Alrighty. All right, number 11. Number 11, Danielle. All right. You're a Leo. You would like to know, will Tuesday produce positive results or more of the same? I'm honored to help you. Will Tuesday produce positive results or more of the same? Ready to proceed forward movement. All the masculine energies involved, understanding we gotta work together. We can pursue forward. You got a lot of very strong people on this team, so you guys are going to butt heads sometimes, but that's just because it's real, it's raw, it's authentic. This is going to, you guys are going to produce very positive results. And everything you guys have gone through, it's actually, there's going to be so much inspiration. Whatever craft you're forming, whether this is just the craft of a relationship or something to do with like literally like a team, we ask for the downloads, we ask for the motivation, we ask to be able to make something of our life. And a part of the ingredients that can never be missed in that cake of abundance is pain. Is trials, is tribulations, is having to meet the dark night of yourself. Is having to know that you can get through hurdles with people and you can be your real selves and not be afraid of stepping on toes. This is going to be phenomenal. Absolutely, Tuesday is going to give you positive results. They want to remind you, though, that you guys all are very strong people. There will be butting heads, but it's about keeping yourself cool, calm, collected, in check. And other people will as well. All of you are on the same side. I'll do one more. All of you are on the same side, and all of you have some great ideas to share. So let everybody have their chance to talk. Let everybody have their ability to put into this. There's quite a few different energies. There's quite a few different energies, so it can be hard to get everybody to agree on the same things. But if we can have reasonable, I'm trying to find the right word. If you can find a way to have reasonable, I don't want to say reasonable confrontation. I don't know why I'm blanking on the word for it, but if there's finding a way to balance, not even just doing a voting system or etc. Really, really, really hear all each other out and shine a light on this is a block. There's something right here that's very important. I'm not allowed to end the message until I tell you this block. Time for self-care, focusing on mental and spiritual health. Not overworking, not expecting all of you to be like going above and beyond with this. Look, whatever it is, there is a lot of, I'm hearing personal time or that free time being where you're working on this craft or working on this, building this experience, but you still need to make sure that it's not something that becomes all consuming. You guys are going to get your little nudges. You're going to be able to go forward. You're going to be able to, what I'm here is get through a lot of projects as well. Okay, so it's going to be like one thing after the other, but in a way of consistency. The butting of heads are actually the times to truly figure things out. And it's important that you guys also not just work together, but also enjoy off time together. Make memories that are more than just business. Because this type of group, it's more than just basic co-workers. This is family. But dope. Also, guys, the deck I am using right now is the Boxer's Oracle. This is the first ever Oracle deck I have created. One of many to come. If you would like to purchase your own, I currently have them in stock. Now, my inventory is dwindling down. I'm going to sell out soon, and I don't know the next time I'm going to order them again. So, if you're wanting to purchase your own, get them while they are still here. The way you can purchase your own is if you go to the link in my bio, offprintmint.com, that's my official website. Right when the homepage loads up, there's a purple button that will pop up that takes you to where you can buy the cards. Excuse me. Throat chakra closing up. The intention I made with these cards, okay? Boxing is one of my biggest forms of meditation. That have me balanced to make things go quiet and be able to do something that not only is good for my body, but for my mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual health all at once. That energy of what boxing brings me, I put the intention of these cards for you. So even though they're a masculine presenting card deck, they're meant to balance both feminine and masculine energy. And they are cards for somebody of any level. You could be a beginner, a novice, intermediate, advanced, master. It doesn't matter. These cards are for you. They have very standard reasons for the card they have very standard details for the reason of the card already on the card, but then it also does come with a booklet that dives way deeper into the meanings. So if you feel called to get the cards out, pull out the booklet and see the deeper meanings, you can do that, or you can get a lickety-split reading by just channeling what's on here. Also, what comes with the deck? Okay, a handwritten thank you note from yours truly for supporting my small business. 2 forms of protection carriers, which is a box and a velvet pouch. And I like to throw in spiritual gifts for there as well. Just a few little extra things from time to time. If you are interested in purchasing your own, also, I currently have a discount code you can use at checkout for 25% off. That would be the code WARRIOR, and it's all capitalized. The entire word is capitalized. And I have it set to where only a certain amount of people can use this code. So if you want to get the Oracle deck, get it while it lasts, get it while that discount code is still open. And I am going to be sending out some orders tomorrow morning. So if you purchase yours tonight, I will be sending it out directly tomorrow, and you will have it before the end of next week. That's what I got for y'all today, okay? I am going to go ahead now, though, and label everybody that super chatted after Danielle. You will all be the first answered on my next live stream, okay? And I actually will be going onto Twitch in about 30 minutes after I get off here for a late night gaming stream. If you are somebody that would like to join us over there, my Twitch is also linked to my bio. I'll be playing Oblivion Remastered. And if you go ahead and follow me on there, put the notifications on for when you know I go live. All right, so leading off with Danielle. Danielle was right. Let's see. Right here. Okay. So number 1 for my next live stream is Sadie Parker. All right. You want to know what color you should wear tomorrow? What you did send, Sadie, is equivalent to a general pull, so I'm going to make that a general pull for you. All righty. Number 2 will be Jaunty Luis Spruce. I got you for a general pull as well. General love reading pull. All right. Number 3. Alma, you were adding? Oh, gotcha. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, and then number 3 will be Lacey Gullins. Leslie Gullins. I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. All right. Guidance on your love life. General love. Got you. All right, go to the next page. That was number 3, so now we're on 4. Number 4. Kelly Smiles. You're going to be number 4. Got you. Number 5 is Roxanne. Roxanne Caliano. Got you for a general pull. That's I see you wrote a question, but what you sent was equivalent of the general pull, my friend. So I'll give you a life general pull reading. All right, scroll down. Robert Smith. I got you. You're going to be number 6. Number 7 is Vickers. What's up, Vickers? Let's see. Scorpio. General love reading. Got you. All right. Number 8. I see, Robert, you went ahead and also did a second one. I appreciate that. Now, both of those combined together are still under the equivalent of a specific reading or a specific question. So I'm going to actually count those together. Anything that's under $10 is equivalent to a general pull. Now, if you look at the description of this live, there is an energy breakdown chart I've made to show what is equivalent for the yes/no questions. My super chats do start at $1 and just go up from there, but $1 to $9.99 is only general pulls. If you have specific questions, it has to be $10 and up. And if you want to ask more than one question, then the first one will have to be either $10 or more for you to then being able to ask another. Okay? I appreciate you deeply. And then let's go on to our number 8, which is Dr. Noopy. What's up? Noopy like Snoopy. Live stream or not, it will be recorded and you will be the first people answered right at the beginning. So if you can't join in to that live stream, no worries. You just go look at the recording at just whatever it is at the next one I come on, which could be tomorrow, could be the next day, just depends on my workload that specific day. And you can look right at the beginning. Your answer will be right there. So I'll say it one more time. The names, okay? Number 1, Sadie Parker. Number 2, Jaunty Louise Spruce. Number 3 is Leslie Golins. Number 4 is Kelly Smiles. Number 5 is Roxanne Cataline. Number 6 is Robert Smith. Number 7 is Vickers. Number 8 is Dr. Noopy. And number 9 is lastly, but definitely not leastly, Nikki Nagy. Alrighty, guys. Thank you for being here. And remember, if you would like a personal reading with yours truly, or if you would like to check out any of my other available services, you can go to the link in my bio, offprintmint.com. That's my own official website. and right on the homepage, it will show you a button where you can click to go ahead and schedule your reading, and it will also, on the next side, right next to it, will show you a button where you can see all of my available services. If you want to see all of my options, click the services button. If you know already exactly what reading you want, then just go ahead and click the book a reading button. And it's very, very simple, step by step from there. Alrighty, guys, that's what I got for y'all today. I will see you on the next live stream. Have a great rest of your night, morning, evening. Let's get it.